Well, tough night tonight. We just didn't play as well as we've been playing in certain games, and certainly a lot of that is Florida State is they're playing at a very good level. Just a lot of confidence physically. They are hard to handle. There's just big, strong at every position from point guard to center. I thought our kids tried. I thought we had energy. I thought we were ready. But I thought we got demoralized in the first half when we couldn't score, and I thought that really just took some juice out of our guys, which is normal. And then I thought it started to affect our defense, and our defense gave in because we just didn't have the kind of energy and juice. And physically, they beat us up a little bit on the glass. I thought they shoved us around a little bit, and they're aggressive athletically and big, strong guys, and they're fresh because they play so many. And, a lot of times in this sport, you play teams, and these guys they're playing at a high level right now, and their mentality is very strong. And I thought they showed that tonight.
Brad, how frustrating was that 15-2 run there at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's when it started to get away from us, and we weren't scoring, but we were hanging in there. We had a couple of offensive rebound baskets that allowed them to start to get away because I thought our first shot defense was okay for a while. But we just, we just don't pass the ball as well as you need to pass. We really miss. Obviously, we all know we miss Gabe's shooting and all of that, but we also just don't pass it quite as well as we need to pass it. And excuse me, that affects our shooting and it affects our ability to get the ball where we want it. And then the timing of things that we're doing sometimes get out of sync. And when you're playing a team as athletic and gifted as they are, and the way they guard it, it makes it hard on you. Obviously, we made a run in the second half, maybe cut it to 7. But, to their credit, I thought they got a couple tough plays and made a couple shots. And then, we'd miss a free throw and we'd have a couple, the 2-on-1 fast break, we don't score. And we had another fast break where we don't score. And we haven't been as good in those areas as well. Those points we really need in games, especially like this.
Coach, how important is it to have another home game just to kind of get this taste out of your mouth?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we need to win a game again. We needed to win one today. But, we got to lick our wounds. We were off tomorrow. We probably need a day off. I think we're a little weary, and we got to regroup. Boston College has had a couple good wins here recently, and we just need to play well and win a game and try to get a little confidence back.
You mentioned the fast break. It seemed there were a few times where you guys had numbers.
Yeah. I do think Marquise at times, and, it hurt us at Miami. We had numbers in Miami a couple times, and we didn't finish. And we work on it. We do a drill advantage offense, and we go 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 5-on-4. And then we work against the trap and beat the trap and attack with numbers in those situations. Some of it is the athletes of Florida State because you're going against a big athlete at the end, and their defense affects it. And then some of it is you got to be a better player, and you got to finish. And I thought Clyde had one or two. I thought Marquise has had a couple in the last couple games. One of them was a chase down block from Louisville. But those are critical baskets because it's so hard to score. When you have an advantage, you need to be able to finish, and the elite teams do.
30 bench points for Florida State.
Yeah.
What does that say about?
They're obviously Cabangeli's. He's a pro, and he's a guy that, they just don't start him, because they choose not to. He's a starter, but they have a lot of guys. Savoy is a very good player. Nichols didn't do much tonight. He's the guy that made 4 threes against us at their place when we guard them reasonably well. But that's their strength. And then they keep fresh bodies in there defensively. They wear you down. That's obviously not a strength of this year's team for us. Our bench is just not producing at the level. Our freshmen aren't quite ready. Clyde has played good in certain games. He had a hard night tonight, and so that puts even more pressure on everybody else. And against a team like Florida State, when they're playing this well, we're not gonna win when they outscore us, whatever that was, to 2. It's too much.
Any more questions? In the passing, did you feel at times the offense got stagnant, or were you pretty happy with the shots?
I think there's going to be some shots that weren't good shots for sure. There were some possessions that were very good, and we didn't finish. I thought we got a little tight. I thought when that stretch was happening, that's when you need a guy to really step in and make one. And we just haven't really kind of had that. Like Amir made a couple later. David did some good things today. Marquise had a tougher first half. They did a good job on him. I thought he forced a couple tonight that weren't great, and that hurt us. And I thought Eli played very well for a while, and then a little bit he took the bait. I thought Cabangeli scored on him a couple times, and then he got a little frisky and started shooting a bunch of jump shots that we'd rather him drive the ball to the basket. And all those little possessions are a little bit – that's just too much against this team.
Coming off 2 gut-wrenching losses like you had.
Yeah, I mean that's an excuse that we're not going to use. It was a tough locker room after Louisville. I'm not going to lie. Like, just because I think our kids poured so much into the game, and I thought we felt like physically we stood up. And if you look at the stats, we did a lot of tremendous things in the Louisville game physically. Again, we struggled to score. But when you pour it all out there like that, you can't. It's hard to be mad at your guys when they miss shots. It's just they're not trying to miss shots, and we got to do a better job of getting them better shots. But yeah, Sunday was hard here for us. We just met and watched some film. Our guys were completely drained, but I thought we were fine. I thought we were fine today, and our energy level was fine. They were just better than us, and we needed to make more plays to keep our energy up. I thought our crowd was good and really trying to help us. But when you only score 23 or whatever it was in the first half, it's hard to keep them with you. So
You got 4 seniors on the team.
yeah.
Now this is where the mental's really going to be tested here the next couple of weeks. You think these guys can get up the team?
Yeah,
focused?
I mean, we need to win a bunch of games here to finish if we want to do what we want to do. But we just started with 1, and we need to try to play better Saturday, and then we'll figure out what's next. But I would be shocked if our guys haven't. Our guys have been coming to practice and battling and taking the coaching, and I didn't think our attention to detail tonight. I thought our attention to detail tonight was a little bit like Miami, just not all the way there. And the Louisville game, it was there all the way. I thought we did a lot of great things, but our margin just isn't good enough that we have to play really, really well and to beat teams. It's just where we are.